If you're tired of skimming leaves, brushing walls, and battling stubborn water gunk, you're going to want to stick around for this one. Today we're reviewing the Poolmate Hydro 4, which is a powerful wired robotic cleaner with smart app control, lateral wall cleaning, and a few features that I didn't expect at this price. Now it's lightweight enough to lift with one hand, super convenient when you're done cleaning. It also has app control, which gives you full customization of how it cleans, and I'll show you this coming up. Plus the filter basket opens from both ends, which makes it a lot easier to clean. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Let's go. Now before we jump into it, big shout out to Poolmate for sponsoring this video. Now even though this is a sponsored review, all the thoughts and opinions are of my own. Now let's quickly take a look at the contents in the box. So first you're going to have a quick start guide. This is going to show you how to get it set up. However, there is a QR code on the quick start guide that allows you to take advantage of the full manuals. You're going to have 3 screws and anchors. This will be for your control box. So control box is set up where you can mount it on the wall, you can mount it outside. That way you can secure it where you need it. You're also going to have 2 additional O-rings. These O-rings are just replacement for the cords. Each cord is going to have an O-ring on there. If they go bad, they did provide you with a couple of replacements. Next, we're going to have the 50-foot buoyant tether cable. Now this is going to offer extended coverage, enables long duration of cleaning. It is water resistant as well. This is important because it's not going to weigh your robot down or stop the movement. It's actually meant to help the robot run smoother over a longer period of time. Of course, the cable is going to have 2 connection points. One's going to go to the robot and one to the control box. Now we have the power control box. Now this is going to be plugged in directly to the wall, and then the other end is going to be tethered to your pool robot. This is going to have a button on there. With this button you can stop your cycles. You do have the anchor points that we spoke about, so you can always hang it on the wall or just to have the best placement for it. Over to the Hydro 4 robotic cleaner. This is a cool looking futuristic design. Love how it looks overall. On top, when you open it up, you're going to see you have a dual channel suction zone, so 2 slots where it sucks up debris, and you can see the corresponding inlets inside the filter basket. And the filter basket is going to have dual filtration, so it does have a separation there where you can go ahead and pull it out. And the explanation is that if you wanted to just pick up large debris, you can open it up. That way everything can fit in one basket. When it's in dual zone, one is meant to pick up the larger debris and the rear basket is meant to pick up the smaller debris. So that kind of makes sense. And on the bottom of the robot, you can see it does have the scrubbing brushes, one in the front, one in the rear. It does have a track system on each side. On the bottom, it does have this curtain where it kind of traps debris and just help it get picked up. Work really well, in my opinion. As far as the setup for this, all you need to do is screw the corresponding end on the control box, screw the other end to the pool robot, put it in the water, and you're ready to start cleaning. So let's talk about some of the specifications and features and the highlight of this cleaner. Now the pump power is going to be 150 watt peak. This is going to be IP68 protection, so it should be fully waterproof, and the robot itself weighs in at 14.3 pounds, which makes it really easy to lift. The working depth for this is 0.5 to 3 meters, and the temperature range is 41 degrees to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, this comes with a 3-year warranty with US based customer support. Now unlike battery models, this runs on AC power for continuous cleaning. Now I've reviewed a lot of robot cleaners in the past, and while they work great, there is a point where you have to take it back to the charger to get it charged. With this, you can clean around the clock if you wanted to, and for me, I basically leave it in the water and just clean it when I'm ready to clean. Now the 50-foot buoyant cable gives it an extended cleaning rate, so the cable itself is buoyant enough to not weight the robot down during its cycle. Now the Hydro 4 packs serious power with a dual turbine pump that delivers up to 5,070 gallons per hour, and this is more than enough to scrub your pool floor and walls as well as your water line. Now one feature that really sets this apart is advanced lateral water line cleaning. The most pool robots going to struggle at this point. With the Hydro 4, it actually moves sideways along the water line for more thorough cleaning. You can see there, it just looks really good. Cleans a section at a time, then it goes back down, come back up, and clean the opposite section. So let's go ahead and jump into the performance test. Now we tested the Hydro 4 on a medium-sized pool, so you've seen this pool on other videos before. Measurements is 18 by 36 foot, and the results for me at least were really impressive. Now I was able to tackle sand, debris. For me, I do put pebbles on the floor just to see how well it will do on larger or heavier objects. Now this does come with food grade silicone brushes, which did a great job agitating the dirt stuck to the floor as well as the wall. The water cleaning and wall cleaning this had no problem with. And this lateral waterline cleaner, that actually works really well. As any pool, this is not perfect, but significantly better than most of the bots I've tested. It glides sideways along the waterline just to make sure you clean sections at a time, and you don't see this on every pool cleaner. Now this has 3 automatic cycles. You have 1, 2, or 3 hour cycles, and you can customize your cleaning depending on how messy your pool is. And we'll go over to the app here in a little bit just to show you what your options are when using this robot. Now, let's talk about the smart movement. Now thanks to the anti-resonance navigation algorithm, the Hydro 4 rarely gets stuck even near the main drain. When other pool robots tend to stall, it moves smart, pivots well, and maintains contact with the pool surfaces. Now, one of my concerns with this was just having a cord everywhere, but how this cord is designed where it's buoyant, it does have a connection point that floats. It's just enough to keep it away from the robot and keep it from being tangled. So after using this for a couple weeks, haven't had any issues with tangles, but I do understand why folks are hesitant to get something that's always tethered. As far as total coverage, it did eventually cover the entirety of the pool. As you can see from the time lapse, it did go from side to side. When it gets to one side, it'll do the water line, then it jumps to the other side, but eventually it covered all the areas of the pool. So let's talk about the easy pickup and maintenance of the Poolmate Hydro 4. Now, here's something I love. No diving in, fishing it off the floor. This robot did not even come with a hook where traditional robots do, where you have to, at some point, you're gonna have to retrieve it. So the lack of no internal battery makes sure that this robot is also extremely light, easy for anyone to pick up, and easily clean. And the maintenance, again, is really easy. Top load and filter basket opens from both sides, so it opens from the top as well as the bottom. It's a 4.1 liter capacity basket, and like I said, it's really easy to clean, guys. You can see I can easily just pop it open from both sides, get the water hose, spray. Within a couple seconds, you're all done. The whole process takes about a minute. So let's talk a little bit about the app control. Yes, you can start, initiate cleaning, stop cleaning using the control box, but you can also do this from the application. Now, the Poolmate bot application isn't your average on and off app. With the Hydro Cloud technology, you can set up cleaning schedules, cleanings with timers and delays. So you can see in the application you have a couple different options where you can set your schedules, you can set your delays, set your timer. Really easy to set up. It also has a built-in manual remote control for spot cleaning in your area. So with this, guys, essentially it turns into a video game where you have your joystick where you can move it to certain points. So if you wanted a certain point on the floor to be clean, or you want a wall or a certain water line to be clean, you can easily use the application on your phone and move it to the spot that you need. Really like this feature. In addition, this also has unattended operation for true self-cleaning, guys. Just set it, forget it, and clean whenever you have preset. Now the active easy pickup mode is really awesome as well. With the Hydro 4, it climbs the wall, waits there for you. So you can see the button right there. You just click on it, it will immediately climb the wall and wait for you to go ahead and retrieve it. Now another cool thing that must be said is that this also has on the fly or over the air firmware updates to your robot. So they will send it. You can set your preferences there, or you can download the firmware directly on the application and go ahead and update the robot. Like I said, a lot of different features built into this application. It just makes using this robot, as well as just setting automated modes, makes your life a lot easier and makes your pool maintenance that much better. As I mentioned, for me, my pool is inside of a screen, so I don't get a lot of leaves, I don't get a lot of debris in the pool. I'm always surprised of what I pick up off the floor that I don't really see. And just to add to this review, I did go outside, grab some pebbles. These are larger than normal rocks that I put on the floor just to see how it works in picking it up. So once I put the robot in the retrieval mode, open it up, you can see just how much dirt, sand, hair, pebbles were inside the basket. Really picked up a lot more than I thought I put in there, but you can see it really grabbed everything, and the powerful suctions just makes it that more effective. So with this, I was able to go outside, clean it out. Like I said, takes a minute to spray it out, bring it back inside, put it back, and you're ready to go again. So with that said, let's go with some pros and cons of the Poolmate Hydro 4. Now, some of the pros, of course, this is going to have outstanding suction. This delivers up to 5,070 gallons per hour, which is a lot of water moving. And with this amount of suction power, you can see it was able to pick up those pebbles, it was able to pick up rocks, it was able to pick up sand, literally enough power to pick up anything off the floor. Lateral water scrubbing is really awesome. I love the fact that it was able to get to the water line, move sideways just to clean sections at a time instead of just going up and down over and over. So I like this feature built in. The easy pickup and app control schedule. Not only is it lightweight, but you can set it to hover at the water line until you're ready to retrieve it. Never charging, no battery included. I love this feature. Yes, I've reviewed robotic cleaners before that are battery powered. Yes, these being wireless does have its pros and cons, but I found that I love the fact that this always has power, guys. You don't have to worry about charging. You can do cycles on top of cycles. You can set schedules, just leave it in the pool. It will clean up. You don't have to worry about ever running out of power. And this makes it one of the most used robotic cleaners that I currently have. Of course, we couldn't wrap this up without talking about the dual-sided filter basket. Now, the dual-sided filter basket did grab a lot more debris than I expected. It does have an ultrafine filter, so it is able to pick up debris, sand, hair, everything that's on your floor. But it also is large enough capacity that if you do have a lot of leaves, a lot of debris, it will go ahead and grab that as well. Some of the cons that I noticed is just that the wire design means that you do have to worry about some cable management. Now, even though I didn't encounter any tangles, you still have to be conscious of where the cables are and how they're positioned. The other con that I want to talk about is just this robot doesn't map as some of the premium robotic cleaners that I've seen, so it doesn't go around and do a full system map. With this, it uses more of a pattern to cover the areas in your pool, and it will go back and forth until it covers the entire pool. So those are the pros and cons if you're in the market for a premium level pool cleaner without wanting to pay over $1,000. The Poolmate Hydro 4 is smart, efficient, and a surprisingly advanced option for the wide robotic pool cleaning space. Now add the app option, solid build, 3-year warranty, and you got a great long-term investment for your pool. Now, of course, I'll leave a link in the description where you can go ahead and pick it up, along with any coupon codes that might be available at the time of this video. Now again, big shout out to Poolmate for sponsoring this video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.